And it literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sophie Cunningham just launched her brand new podcast with The Volume, and she immediately went nuclear on every single Caitlin Clark hater in the most brutal way possible. But here's what makes this moment so incredible. This isn't just some random player talking. This is the woman who turned WNBA fines into million-dollar brand deals, who went from 350,000 followers to over 1.6 million overnight, and who built an empire by doing exactly what she just did again, speaking unfiltered truth. And if you think Sophie just delivered the reality check these delusional haters desperately needed, smash that like button right now. Because what I'm about to show you is the complete story of how Sophie Cunningham became the most powerful voice in women's basketball by never backing down from the truth. Sophie Cunningham just made the biggest power move of her career. After turning a $900 fine into millions of followers and multiple brand deals, she's now landed a podcast deal with The Volume, Colin Cowherd's massive media empire. This isn't some small-time operation, folks. The Volume is home to Shannon Sharpe, Draymond Green, and other major sports personalities. When Colin Cowherd's company signs you, that's when you know you've officially made it in sports media. Show Me Something launches with her childhood friend Wes Wilson from Bravo's Summer House. While the exact contract numbers haven't been disclosed, The Volume is known for paying their talent well. And Sophie's bringing 1.6 million TikTok followers and 1.1 million Instagram followers to the table. Sophie doesn't ease into it. She doesn't give diplomatic answers. She goes straight for the throat.
Why bully the person who is like not 100% responsible, but like has a huge role in growing your sport?
Dude, and it literally like pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina?
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. Like, we have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league, or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as
Folks, Sophie just ended every Clark hater with pure facts and zero filter, but she wasn't done.
You're literally dumb as
This is why Sophie has become the most powerful voice in women's basketball. She says what everyone else is thinking, but doesn't have the courage to say.
It is a cult following. I'm not kidding.
No, it's wild.
Like,
The airport today.
Insane.
It was like 22 everywhere.
Anywhere you go, like, it is a home game wherever we play. Like,
No way.
security with her 24/7. Like, people are outrageous. Like,
Wow.
think of the most famous person that you know or have met, times it by 10, 20. It's
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, she had like A-list celebs in Iowa City, Iowa to watch Iowa games.
Exactly, in Iowa.
Travis Scott went.
Sophie describes what Clark's fame actually looks like. This isn't just basketball popularity. This is mainstream superstar status that no WNBA player has ever achieved. But here's what makes Sophie's defense even more necessary. She's calling out the jealousy that's poisoning the league.
This is what we've always wanted as a league. So, like, who cares who gets the credit? And if you're smart, you're making money off of them.
Yeah.
Like, you are literally making money from the viewership.
And what she made, the chirp was about how she didn't help plan the fucking
Who cares?
shirt.
Like, who
Yeah.
cares? You know?
Sophie's asking the obvious question. Why are players attacking the person who's bringing unprecedented attention and money to their sport? The answer? Pure jealousy. And Sophie's the only one brave enough to call it out. Sophie Cunningham just did what no other player in the WNBA had the courage to do. She called out the pure delusion with absolutely zero filter on a major media platform. While other players mumbled diplomatic nonsense about many faces of the league, Sophie delivered mathematical reality. Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, and anyone denying it is delusional. Here's what makes Sophie's take absolutely unquestionable. Teammate perspective. Sophie sees Clark's impact from the inside every single day. She watches the crowds, experiences the media circus, and benefits from the basketball that makes everyone better. Former opponent. She played for Phoenix for 6 years before joining Indiana. She's witnessed the Clark effect from both sides and knows exactly what teams do to prepare for one player. The enforcer. Sophie became Clark's protector after literally fighting for her. She's the one player who put her reputation on the line to defend Clark when others stayed quiet. Business genius. Sophie turned controversy into millions of followers and multiple brand deals. She understands what moves the needle better than anyone. While other players give you carefully crafted PR answers, Sophie delivers ice-cold reality with receipts to back it up. And the receipts are overwhelming. Sophie's timing for this podcast couldn't be more perfect, because the 2025 season has proven everything she just said. Season opener explosion. Clark vs. Reese drew 2.7 million viewers, the biggest regular season audience in 25 years. The previous record was from the year 2000. Clark brought the WNBA back to its peak after a quarter century. The permanent effect. 2025 viewership is up 21%, despite Clark missing half the season with injuries. Non-fever games are up 37%. Sophie was right. Clark didn't just boost herself, she permanently elevated the entire league. Preseason dominance. Clark's exhibition game against Brazil drew 1.6 million viewers. That's more than most WNBA regular season games in history. Attendance records. The Fever set a new WNBA record with 340,715 total attendance in 2024. First team ever to crack 300,000. They multiplied their previous attendance by 4 in one season. Every single measurable metric screams that Sophie's right. Here's what makes this even better. Sophie keeps getting rewarded for speaking truth. Viral fight leads to million followers overnight. $900 fine leads to multiple brand deals worth way more. Speaking facts leads to major podcast deal with the volume defending. Clark leads to becoming the most influential voice in women's basketball. Meanwhile, the haters stay pressed, irrelevant, and mathematically wrong. Sophie just proved that authenticity wins. While other players calculate their words and worry about offending people, Sophie built an empire by being real. She turned a fine into a fortune. She turned controversy into influence. Sophie Cunningham just launched her podcast and immediately delivered the most honest take in WNBA history. This is the same energy that made her a millionaire. Pure, unfiltered truth. And if you think Sophie's defense was powerful, wait until you hear what she just revealed about her former team's secret plan to target Clark. That video drops tomorrow, and it will change everything you thought you knew about what Clark has been facing. Smash that subscribe button if you want more Sophie content, and drop a comment if you think Sophie said exactly what every Clark fan has been thinking.